James was excited about his new restaurant, the Tasty Spot, even though he had no cooking skills. He believed that passion was more important than experience, and he was ready to prove it on opening day. As soon as the doors opened, his friends Michael, Sarah, and Tom arrived, eager to support him. James, determined to impress them, rushed to the kitchen and started preparing their meals. However, disaster struck. He burned the chicken, added too much salt to the soup, and somehow managed to turn a simple salad into an inedible mess. When he served the food, his friends tried to be polite, but their expressions said it all. James, what exactly is this?" Tom asked, poking at his plate with suspicion. "It's a unique recipe," James replied nervously. Michael took a small bite and immediately reached for his water. "Wow, that's salty. Very, very salty." Sarah tried to encourage him. "James, maybe we can help you in the kitchen? We all love food, and we could give you some tips." Realizing he needed help, James agreed. His friends rolled up their sleeves and started showing him the basics of cooking. They taught him how to properly season food, how to control the heat, and most importantly, how to taste test before serving. However, just as things were looking up, the restaurant faced another problem. A group of unexpected customers walked in, local food critics who had heard about the grand opening. James panicked. "Oh no, I can't serve them the food I made earlier. They'll destroy my reputation before I even start." Michael patted him on the back. "Relax, buddy. We'll work together. Team effort." Racing against time, the group divided tasks. Sarah took charge of making fresh salads, Michael grilled the meat properly, and Tom handled plating and presentation. James, still wanting to contribute, focused on desserts, attempting a simple chocolate mousse following a recipe. As the critics received their food, the tension in the air was thick. James held his breath as he watched them take their first bites. The moment of truth had arrived. One of the critics, an older man with a sharp gaze, nodded approvingly. "This steak is cooked just right. And the seasoning is balanced. Quite impressive." Another critic, a younger woman, took a spoonful of the mousse. "This dessert is delightful. Not too sweet, not too heavy. I love it." James exhaled in relief. The reviews were surprisingly positive. Although he knew he still had a lot to learn, this moment gave him confidence. He turned to his friends and grinned. "I think we just survived a crisis." "Barely," Tom joked. "You owe us free food for life." As the days passed, James kept practicing under his friends' guidance. They set up weekly cooking sessions, bringing in family recipes and watching tutorials together. Each night at the restaurant became a fun and chaotic adventure. Some dishes turned out amazing, while others, not so much. But the laughter and teamwork made every mistake worth it. Months later, the Tasty Spot had gained a reputation not just for its delicious food, but for the warmth and camaraderie that filled the place. Customers loved the friendly atmosphere, and James found himself truly passionate about cooking, not just running a business. One evening, as the restaurant buzzed with happy diners, James raised a toast to his friends. "To the best team ever. Without you guys, this place wouldn't exist." Sarah smiled. "And to you, James. You went from burning water to making 5-star meals." They all laughed, clinking their glasses. James had started with nothing but enthusiasm, but through hard work, friendship, and a lot of trial and error, he had turned his dream into a reality. And that, he realized, was the real recipe for success.